Big news! Deploying Copilot agents to SharePoint is now just one click, fast, clean, and effortless. Let's jump into the demo. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm walking you through Microsoft's latest update, the new SharePoint channel in Copilot Studio, and I'll guide you through it step by step. So let's get started. This is my sample demo agent. I'll deploy this agent to the SharePoint site. For that, I will go to the Channels menu. And right here, you can see the newly added SharePoint channel. This feature didn't exist a few months ago. Along with SharePoint, you'll notice new channels such as Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, and more added here. Today's discussion will focus on the SharePoint channel. I'll walk you through how to deploy this agent to a SharePoint site step by step. Now let's see how this works. Before deploying your Copilot agent to SharePoint, make sure two prerequisites are met. The agent is configured with Authenticate with Microsoft and the agent is already published. Otherwise, you won't be able to deploy your agent to the SharePoint channel. Now let's click on the SharePoint channel. Once you click on the SharePoint channel, you'll see a list of available SharePoint sites to choose from, as long as all prerequisites are already satisfied. All SharePoint users can now use Copilot agents natively inside SharePoint to enhance their productivity. Once deployed, your agent becomes available to everyone on that site, enabling seamless AI-powered assistance. And here you can add a SharePoint site to deploy your agent. Here you can see all the SharePoint sites I have access to. And I can select any of my sites where I want to deploy my agent. I'll deploy it on my demo site. Let's select this demo site. And once it's selected, I can click on this Deploy button. It is deployed now. You can see the status here. Let's read out what is here. If you would like to make this agent easily discoverable to all users of the SharePoint site, please work with the site owner to mark its status as approved. So if you want this agent to be easily discoverable by everyone on the SharePoint site, ask the site owner to mark it as approved. From this three dots menu, we can go to the SharePoint site and we can directly copy the agent URL. So let's click on the site. It will take you to your SharePoint site where you have deployed your agent. This is my SharePoint site, where I just deployed my agent. I could see my agent on my home page. Let me click on this agent. And you see, this is the agent I just deployed. This is my agent. Let's test this agent. I just passed hi. Yes, it worked. This triggered the right topic. From this deployed agent menu, you can manage everything. Edit the agent in Copilot Studio. Approve it so that this will be available for site users. And delete all Copilot history. The chat history will be displayed here. Let me click on the Set as Approved. Before I mark this agent as approved, here's what the message says. Site owners can choose to approve agents to be available for site visitors in the agent picker. Approved agents can be found in Site Assets. Let's click on the Set as an Approved Agent button. You can see the agent approval status as Success. This agent is now set as approved. You can find the agent in Site Assets. I can see my approved agent from the Site Assets Library Approved folder. All approved agents on this site will be stored in this Approved folder. Once an agent is approved and added to the Copilot Approved folder, it behaves like any other file in SharePoint. This means you'll see the same file options and actions available in the standard file menu. Let's go to the Copilot Studio again. From here, you can copy the agent URL and open it directly. Now, let me show you from here, we can undeploy this agent as well. So if you click on this Undeploy button, your agent will be undeployed from your SharePoint site. I've clicked on the Undeploy button. It is being undeployed. Now the status is shown as undeployed. You could deploy this again and do other stuff right. Now I will go to my other agent where authentication is set as custom manual. In that case, deploying to the SharePoint channel won't work. Let me show you that. This is my another agent. Let's check the authentication settings of this agent. This is custom manual authentication, right? Now, I'll attempt to deploy this to the SharePoint channel. However, it won't work yet because authentication has not been configured to use Microsoft Authentication. I'll go to Channels menu. Let's click on the SharePoint channel and see it. This is disabled because the authentication for this agent is not configured as Authenticate with Microsoft. SharePoint isn't available because we selected manual authentication. To fix it, just open Authentication settings and switch to Microsoft Authentication. So Authenticate with Microsoft is mandatory in order to deploy in SharePoint. Now let me show the authentication settings for the agent we deployed to SharePoint in this demo. You'll notice that this agent is set up to authenticate with Microsoft Entra ID, giving you seamless access across Teams, SharePoint, Power Apps, and Microsoft 365 Copilot. Deploying and integrating agents to SharePoint is now super easy with Microsoft Copilot Studio. Just a few months ago, this meant multiple complicated steps. Adding the embed web part, pasting HTML or URL, ensuring HTTPS, and getting approval via HTML field security. Not anymore. Earlier, we had a custom website channel that provided the agent's HTML embed code, but that option isn't available anymore. This Copilot Studio and SharePoint integration is truly a game changer for the SharePoint document management world. Now let's look at one of the latest updates. In the Copilot Studio homepage, something you may have already noticed. Earlier, we only had the option to create a new agent by simply describing it in natural language. But now, Microsoft has taken it a step further and added a create workflow option the exact same way. Just describe what you want, and Copilot builds the workflow structure for you automatically. This is another incredible feature, and honestly, the evolution inside Copilot Studio is just getting more exciting day by day. That's all for today. We explored the new SharePoint channel in Copilot Studio and how simple deployment has become. Before you go, make sure to check out my Copilot Studio playlist. You'll find it at the end of this video screen. It's packed with real use cases, live demos, and tutorials from beginner to advanced, so you can truly master Copilot Studio. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.